Alright, in this video I'm going to be doing a trailer reaction to the first ever trailer for Space Jam: A New Legacy, the first trailer and our first ever official look at the film. This is of course a follow-up to Space Jam from 1996, which is already 25 years ago. It's crazy that it's been that long. And yeah, I say follow-up just because they've said this isn't really a sequel to Space Jam. It's more so like almost like a remake of it, which makes sense given the original story. It's not exactly the kind of movie that you do sort of a direct sequel to. But yeah, with Space Jam: A New Legacy, people wanted a new Space Jam for years, and this one is going to follow pretty much the same formula as the first one. We take the world's greatest basketball player. In this case, they get LeBron James, teams up with some Looney Tunes, and they're having a basketball game against someone. They've already said that it's not going to be against the Monstars. It's going to be against, well, from what I've seen, it's something crazy. It's almost like these movie icons like Pennywise and The Mask. At least that's what I've heard. But yeah, I'm really curious what this movie's going to look like. I'm a sucker for films that combine live action and animation together. That's just, I love that concept. And they've shown some images for this movie where it's almost like they have like some CGI version of the Looney Tunes going on. So who knows, the visuals look crazy in some of the images. But enough talking, let's go ahead and watch the trailer. Alright, watching in 3, 2, 1... click.
Basketball camp is next weekend. You got amazing potential on the court, and I can help you get there.
That's not what I want, Dad. You never let me do what I want to do. You never let me just do me.
Hold up, wrong floor. I bet Will Smith ain't got to deal with this.
Wow.
What in the Matrix hell?
Holy shit.
Welcome to the space.
Welcome, King James. I am the king of this domain.
Oh,
This is the serververse.
What'd you do to my son? Where's Don?
The only way you're getting your son back is if you and I play a little basketball. Pete, send this clown to the rejects.
Wait. What is this?
oh my god.
Ah! I'm a cartoon?
Meh. What's up, Doc?
Wow.
I need to assemble an elite team to help get my son back.
I know what you're looking for. A dream team. Come, shoot the ball. Let's try that again, shall we?
King James.
Whoa. Wow.
Welcome to
Oh my god.
Space Jam. Introducing
Holy.
the Goon Squad.
Wow.
You gotta win this game.
Let's end this.
Got you, Kron? And get our son back.
Holy shit.
Yikes. Classic.
Welcome to the space jam.
I'm going old school on his butt.
Whoa.
Welcome to the space jam.
Okay. That looked better than I could have ever imagined. That story is amazing. You know, I said it was following the same formula that the first one was doing when it came to like obviously the greatest player, Looney Tunes, and basketball game. But the story setup is completely different. You know, it's no longer aliens or nothing like that. It's LeBron. I guess he gets stuck on like a, almost like it's like the Warner Brothers like studio computer or something like that. But that's what's cool about it, is that now you get to see just all these characters. It's not just Looney Tunes, but it's characters from everywhere. You know, I saw Flintstones, I saw Yogi Bear, the Iron Giant. It's just crazy. And like I guess the computer is like Don Cheadle, and he sends them, I think if I heard correctly, he sends them to like the rejects, which I guess is the Looney Tunes world, which I guess Looney Tunes, they're making a little bit of a comeback these days, but obviously it's not as big as it was even in the 90s when they were super popular. That's why they did Space Jam originally, because those Looney Tunes and Michael Jordan commercials were really popular, and obviously that's why they did the movie. But this story, it just looks like, it looks really fun, because you're getting just a little bit of everything, you know? You're getting sort of You're just getting to see this whole like Warner Brothers environment. You're getting classic Looney Tunes. You're getting the cool old school 2D animation. But then when they're having the actual video game, it's like the whole like sort of CGI thing. But that looks really cool. And what they put together, it was a lot more effort than I ever could have imagined that they were going to do for this movie. I guess sort of the big thing, sort of the setup for the movie, is that instead of just the aliens needing the player to like, you know, capture the Looney Tunes, whatever. It's more so about LeBron trying to go after and save his son. And LeBron James, he's only been in one movie before. It was a movie that came out actually quite a few years ago now. It was 2015. It was a movie called, it was Trainwreck, where he had sort of like a side role in it. And he was pretty good in the movie. And you watch this movie and this trailer, it's got a lot of charisma. It looks really funny. It looks like he's into it. So I think he'll be really good. I think MJ was good in the first one, but LeBron, I think he's shown that he's got just a little bit charisma when it comes to being sort of like a on-screen presence. So he'll be really good in the movie. There's no Monstars in this one, but they did have sort of a version of the Monstars where I couldn't tell the exact players that it was, but it's sort of like some real-life NBA players, and they're sort of like a weird sort of like roided up villain kind of version of them. From what I've heard, I think Anthony Davis is going to be there. I think Klay Thompson is going to be there. Some other players that I can't name right off the top of my head. So it's really cool. It looks like it's going to be a really fun family movie to see. And actually, I can't wait to see this. Hopefully in the theaters by July. Theaters still aren't open over where I'm living right now in terms of my go-to theater, but I would love to see this in the theater just because this looks like a whole lot of fun, and looks like they put a lot of effort into this. You know, something with like Space Jam, Space Jam like 2 basically, you would think it's almost kind of like a cash grab just because the first one is really kind of like a product of its time, but from the looks of it, they put a whole lot of effort into this one to where I'm really excited to watch it. That was a really fun trailer, so yeah, definitely excited to watch Space Jam: A New Legacy because that trailer was just a whole lot of fun. And for a side note, one really kind of funny thing they did is anyone that's an NBA fan, when LeBron was with the Miami Heat, there's a famous sort of image of when Dwayne Wade threw an alley-oop to LeBron and he did sort of like a weird, like kind of like a wide pose like this. They kind of recreated that in this one where it says it's Lola Bunny doing it, and that was just like, wow. They really get the right audience for that one. That was a great sort of wink moment. That was really cool to see that. So yeah, so overall, that'll do it for this trailer reaction. If you made it to the end of this video, thank you for watching.